Yuri. Okay, just give me a second here. I'm gonna put out the announcement in the server. And yes, they're cute cute women. Actually, how's, I might need to turn down the audio. How's that? It looks kind of high, but it's hard to tell how loud it actually sounds in the mixing. Do I sound alright? Am I audible? Okay, let's leave me positioned here, I guess. Hello, Lewis. Hello, Andrew. How are we doing today? Hi, Sal. How are you doing today? Hello, Musco. How are you doing today? I'm on the roof. What are you guys doing? Why are you on the roof? Don't fall off. Hello, Jay. How are you doing? Doing great. I'm glad. Hi, I'm new. Who's this cute wolf? Oh boy. Hello, Egan. Hello, Phoebe. How are you doing today? Hello, Munchmeister. How are you doing today? The one in the bottom right corner. Oh, you guys are so sweet. Oh, there's just a little static. Is there static? Or do you mean the game sound? I don't know. Well, whatever. Okay, I need to look at the correct monitor. Originally, I was gonna just clean the pine straw, but now I brought a beer up here and it's surprisingly nice. What's a pine straw? Is it actually just like a straw made of pine? Hi, Winch. Hi, Yuri. Wish I could stay, but I'm too busy to watch. Well, thank you for stopping by just to say hi anyways. Thank you. I hope you have a great day, Winch. Alright. So, just a bit of a forward, I guess, while we wait for everyone to get in. Hello, Alien King. How are you doing today? Pine straw is the dead pine needle. Oh. Okay. Okay, yeah. You know what? That makes sense. I know what you mean. Hello, Cloud of the Tomo. How are you doing today? First time here, just saw you on my homepage. For some reason, that just happens sometimes. Blessed. It's about to be spooky. Trust? Oh, okay. I'm looking forward to it. I don't actually know much about this game. I just managed to receive a free game key through Keymailer. So this is technically hashtag ad, hashtag sponsored. I mean, nobody's paying me to do this. I'm not compelled to say anything in particular. So we're just gonna play it, react as we play it. I think there might be voice acting, but I could be wrong. But if there's parts that aren't voice acted, I will read them out loud. Like the narration or something maybe. Or maybe, I don't know, maybe that is voiced. I don't know. Cute Fox on the homepage. What if we want to pay you? My stream is not monetized because of reasons, and it's probably not going to be fixed for a long time. But on the off chance anyone feels the overwhelming urge to give me money, there's a thrown link in the description. You can throw it there. But I mean, alright, if you like this game, if you like watching it, maybe consider buying it. The link is pinned. They seem to be a small game developer, so I'm sure every sale and every review counts, I'm sure. Hello, Welp, how are you doing today? Long time no see. It's not sponsored. It's just a conflict of interest, to be fair. Yeah, something like that. Game and bio. Gotta watch out for the tax man? Yeah, gotta watch out for the tax man. Yeah, I know. Okay, so I started the game before stream, so you can't see the warning page. But I will say that there was like a content warning for like murder, blood, gore, self-harm, stuff like that. So if you happen to be sensitive to any of these things, this may not be the stream or game for you. I I will not blame you for walking away if you feel like that is not something you're comfortable with. Alright? Otherwise, we will start. And of course, if sensitive topics come up, let's treat them with respect. That's all. Okay, drink some water, and then let's start. I believe this game is gonna leave you with a hazy mind. It may. Maybe it'll feel like drinking twisted tea. Okay, start. Okay, so we're already starting off kind of hard. If you don't think this is the right tone for you, no shame in walking away, okay? Alright. My thoughts fragment my mind like shards of glass. I can feel each suicidal thought slicing me from within. I'm tired of battling with my own mind, with each day growing increasingly burdensome. Antidepressants and sleeping pills, my daily allies, will yet again become today's escape from this world. Internally, I'm screaming in pain, but the fear of what death might bring holds me back. Is it worth the fight, even when everything inside is pleading for surrender? Death seems like a relief, but what if it's just a different kind of pain? Thoughts spin in my mind, but my heart keeps on beating. My hallucinations morph into terrifying creatures, squirming in my mind like worms, offering no peace. Fear paralyzes me, leaving me in the darkness with only my thoughts for company. A bottle of pills in my hands, my heart pounding in my chest, a terrifyingly real reminder of the life I wish to end. I understand how strongly emotions overwhelm me. I understand how long I have thought about this. But my brain continues to look for reasons not to do it. In the end, my self-hatred still wins. The pills feel as icy as snow. Their coldness seeps through my skin, swiftly sweeping away the last remnants of doubt. Closing my eyes, I swallow them, one by one. My mind starts to fog from the pills I've taken. A strange moment of silence ensues. It's as if the world has slowed its rotation, giving me time to reconcile with my fate. The sensation of the pills in my throat feels like a sharp blow to the back, a confirmation of the irreversible decision I've just made. The world starts to slowly fade away, as if someone is gradually turning down the brightness on the TV. My consciousness becomes foggy, thoughts mingle, quickly turning into meaningless chaos. I hear my own breathing, its cycle getting quieter and less frequent. The last thing I feel is the heaviness of my eyelids, which close involuntarily. I surrender to lifeless yet soothing oblivion. Sleep. It comes like a wave, sweeping me into an impenetrable depth. I surrender without resistance. Suddenly, a glimmer sparks in the darkness, and I see a dream. The surrounding darkness starts morphing. Dreams within it stir, stories both frightening and familiar. There are scenes from my life, moments of both happiness and suffering. As each second passes, those images become more vivid, adopting shapes, colors, and sounds. Some of them are kind, reminding me of times when I laughed, when I was happy. But there are dreams that pierce me, reminding me of what led me here. I dive deeper and deeper into the dream. It's like a journey through my own soul. And suddenly, in this endless depth, I begin to see light. It's a warm, muted glow that beckons me from the darkness. I'm drawn to this light, like a moth enticed by flame. And when I touch this light, I can feel it start to fill me, rousing me from the dark sleep. My eyes open. I feel the solid surface of the bed comforting my body. Alright, scene change. Let me catch up on chat. Never in my life have I heard the term twisted tea. It's a brand. It's a brand of alcoholic iced tea. That's what that is. Beauty, you're a genius. Why didn't I bring twisted tea on the roof? No, oh, I'm sorry. From the depths of the sea, the king of the monsters has returned. Hello, Godzilla. How are you doing today? If you're able to, could you post a... no, I can't. They didn't give me perms. Just extreme dialogue, it sure is. Alright, let us continue. My head is still foggy, but it no longer pains me the way it did before. My consciousness slowly returns. Something is off. Everything around looks unfamiliar, even though I know it's my space. Memories spin in my head like flashing images, but I can't piece them together into a coherent whole, just like I can't speak coherently. What a coincidence. It's a feeling of emptiness. I need some water. It's a feeling of emptiness, as if a part of me is missing. Names, faces, moments, everything is plunged into a disorganized mess, deemed unreachable for my mind. I'm finding it harder to breathe. My mind screams, seeking answers I don't have. Everything around starts to seem distant and insignificant. I'm lost in my own world. Realization sets in. I've forgotten everything. Who I am, where I'm from. My existence is erased. I'm too scared to move, to breathe, because even these sensations feel new and alien. With each breath, I attempt to remember, but it only results in greater panic. The world around me begins to crumble, like an abandoned building, eroding as time passes. Good morning, Kwai. How are you doing today? It's almost 1 p.m. You know what? That's valid. I sense that I am moving further away from myself with each passing second. Fear wraps around me, squeezing my heart, and I can't find an escape. Gravity feels doubled. My body fails to resist, falling back onto the bed. The moment my body touches the bed, there's an instant relief. It's an unexpected calm in the midst of chaos. I feel the warmth of a foreign hand slowly passing through my hair. Despite consciousness stirring again, the desire to leave the comfortable sanctuary of my bed has disappeared. However, in the end, I decide to find out who was so tenderly guarding my peace. It's her. It's the girl.
Hello. You've finally woken up. You must be feeling lost and confused right now, unsure of where you are and who I am. Don't worry. I'm here to help you. I need to tell you something that might be hard for you to hear, but it's important that you know.
Okay.
This isn't the first time this has happened. You've woken up with no memory before.
Yeah, I knew you guys would like the goth girl. Man, I'm jealous if you're just waking up, yeah. Oh, that sounds awful. She's looks goals, to be honest, that is so valid. Man, the monologue was intense. Yes, it really was. Is that a Skyrim reference? Might have been. Hello, Undead Rabbit. How are you doing today?
Every night, your memory is reset. You cannot remember yesterday or any day before that. After a failed suicide attempt, you went through a lot of stress, and that's why you can't remember things. Oh, I forgot to introduce myself. My apologies. My name is Marana. Your mom hired me to look after you, as every night you wake up oblivious to the world around you.
I kind of don't believe her. I think she's lying to us right now, to be honest with you. Have you seen the meme of the shirt that says, "I'm very vulnerable right now, if any goth girls want to take a..." No, I have not seen that.
My role is to be a beacon in the early hours, to help you navigate through the confusion. Of course, I am also here to assist you
Never
in
trust
regaining your memory.
anyone who is like there and like they know you have memory loss and they're like, "You can trust me. Whatever I say goes." Would I lie to you? I mean, I don't know you, so you might. In fact, you probably are. You're probably just taking advantage of me. There is a game like that I played a long time ago. An Otome game. Amnesia Memories. Can't trust anyone.
By the way, my duty is to provide you with a guide on what to do when I'm not around, and where to find essential items you might need.
Okay. I'd trust Yuri? No. You can't trust anyone.
Here, this is the guide. As you can see, it's a bit worn out since you've used it prior.
I mean, I wouldn't say worn out, but it's a bit crumpled, I guess. Aid kit in the cabinet. Kitchen straight down the corridor, then take something. Emergency, call 911. Yeah, that makes sense. Address, City Arc, Boot of Street 4. Why Street 4? Is there 3 other Boot of Streets? Is that the implication?
In case of emergencies, the first aid kit is in your cabinet at the very bottom. You'll instantly recognize it. It looks like a typical first aid kit. Just to be on the safe side, I've sketched a picture of it here in the guide, so you can be sure you found
Yes,
the right box.
it looks like a box. Thank you. Thank you, ma'am. Why chat missing? Because I forgot to set it up mainly. Now I can't trust Yuri. Yeah, I might do that. You can't trust me.
To get to the kitchen,
Also, hello, yep, how are you doing today?
Leave your room, walk straight down the corridor, then take a left. That's where you'll find the kitchen. If something happens to either of us, dial 911. That's the number for emergency services. Your phone is on the table. The phone is switched on and fully charged. You've always had a knack for figuring out how to use it, so I'm sure you won't have any issues there.
You know, I just thought of this, but both characters are girls, right? Maybe this is a Yuri game.
What else was there? I feel like I'm forgetting something. Oh, right. If you have to call an ambulance, you'll need to know your address. It's 4 Buttock Street, Arc City.
Why is it reversed on the paper? Huh. Does that mean something, or is that just like a mistake with the artist? Yuri game or Yuri game? A Yuri game.
It might be a bit challenging to remember right now, so I understand.
Yeah, I do have a bad memory. You're still right. God, I wish a goth girl would trick me. Hi, Singo. How are you doing today? I'm doing good. Thank you for asking.
However, everything I have just told you is written down on this note. Please, keep it safe and always have it with you, okay?
Okay.
Great. You're doing very well.
Am I?
Now, to add a little joy to the moment, I've prepared something special for you. I cooked your all-time favorite dish, toast with egg.
Okay, yeah, this lady is sus. That is not my all-time favorite dish. Anyone who's been here longer than 5 seconds knows that my all-time favorite dish is curry. This chick doesn't know shit about me.
It's important to fuel your body. After eating, I can give you a tour around your room and help you discover more about your life that's been temporarily forgotten. So don't rush yourself. Eat at your own pace. I'll be here.
Okay, but real talk. Don't eat too fast. Don't eat too fast. Chew longer. Spend more time chewing your food so that you can digest at a reasonable pace. It's good for your health. And it'll help you not overeat. Yeah, I love chicken curry.
Well, since you're done with your meal, we have one more thing to do.
Sus.
You'll need to take these pills.
Oh.
They're antidepressants. They've been prescribed by a doctor to keep any panic attacks at bay.
Honestly, if she's gaslighting, it should have been something funnier, like beans on toast. Yeah, that would have been funny. I would never eat beans on toast. I'm sorry, but they look gross. She could tell me styrofoam is my favorite food, and I'd believe her. We have amnesia anyways. Well, if you say so.
Without them, things could become difficult, and I don't want that for you. I don't want to appear as if I'm forcing you to take some strange pills, especially if you are uncomfortable. That is not my intention.
Lost trust in her after bread and toast? Yeah, that's sus. Whose favorite meal is a piece of toast with the fried egg on it? I'm sorry, like that's good. That's tasty. But what kind of fucked in the head person's favorite food is egg on toast? I can't wait for one of you to just say, yeah, me actually. No chicken and waffles? Fuck, now I want some chicken and waffles. I'm hungry. I want chicken and waffles.
While it's a condition for me to be able to show you the room, the decision is completely yours. Just so you know, regardless of your choice, I will still guide you around the room. And I understand if you choose not to take them. Will you take these pills or not?
Oh, you know what? This weekend, we were watching The Matrix. And there's like the red pill or the blue pill scene, and I don't know, I'm just thinking about that right now. You know, I don't trust this lady, but I will take the pills. So, okay. I will take these pills.
I had faith you would make the right choice. You'll need to take 2 pills to ensure everything goes smoothly. I know it might sound a bit daunting, taking 2 instead of 1, but trust me on this.
Damn, we can't start a chicken and waffle fun? Oh no, you're right.
Nothing adverse will happen. Here, these are the pills.
You know what? I think I made the wrong choice. All of a sudden.
Just take them with water and let them do their job.
This is kind of sus.
I've
If sus
noticed
why
a
hot,
shift
good
in
question.
your gaze. Are you feeling all right?
No.
Please, you must tell me. If the antidepressants are affecting you adversely, it's better to stop taking them.
Can I choose anything? No, I can only choose I am alright. I am alright.
Okay then. The next thing we need to do is explore your room. However, I see that it will be difficult for you to get up, and you'll certainly need my assistance. Give me your hand so I can help you rise.
Oh my god, they're gonna hold hands. It's lewd. They're gonna get hand-holding smell.
I understand that you are curious and have many questions. Let's do a question and answer session before we check out your room.
Q&A, Q&A.
Choose your questions carefully,
Hand-holding?
because I won't answer them a second time. Of
okay.
course, you can save and revisit these questions, but where's the thrill in that? Trust your initial instinct. That's my advice.
My instinct is to leave this apartment and spend inordinate amounts of money on gotcha games.
So, what do you want to know?
Where's my mom?
Honestly, I don't know. I don't see her when I visit you, It wouldn't be right for me to ask where she is, because she is my boss.
I mean, what if your boss doesn't pay you?
So, I cannot fully answer that. But I think she is working hard for you.
I sure hope so.
Do you have any other questions? Interesting question, to which I don't know the answer.
Oh my god, I got an achievement, and the sub description said, "Are you stupid or what?" Thanks.
You should ask your mom about that, I think. And why are you asking questions I don't know the answer to?
Because I can.
That's such a rhetorical question that I don't understand how you could even choose it. But okay.
Mean.
Do you have any other questions?
Lady, are you my mother? I feel like I've seen this plot in off-brand anime before. Okay, wait, just a second. I'm gonna grab some more water because my throat's already getting dry. Be right back. Amnesia, parent hires maid, chicken and waffles. Okay, you know what? I love that chicken and waffles is just becoming a euphemism, but like unironically I want to eat some chicken and waffles. Okay, why do you look so strange? How can I remember everything forever? That's a good question.
Do you mean how to overcome amnesia? To clarify, you have dissociative amnesia, but it's a bit more severe. Dissociative amnesia involves forgetting personal life, events, and biographical formats while retaining general knowledge.
Chair penetration, hello, how are you doing? Sorry, I cut my foot and had to put on antiseptic. What did I miss? So I want chicken and waffles with honey. It's good. Yeah, I love chicken and waffles. I prefer honey musty, but yeah. You didn't miss much, I don't think. There's just a sussy lady here, making us take drugs.
This type of amnesia arises from psychological trauma. In your case, the suicide attempt was a severe trauma. Moreover, when you sleep, you can't retain the information from the day. However, I'm not a doctor to tell you how to cure this. I'm only quoting your psychotherapist.
Okay.
The therapist
I have a
also
psychotherapist.
mentioned that perhaps by coming to terms with the information you recall, you might heal. But obviously, that has not happened yet. Do you have any other questions?
No. Okay. Are you a real
Never
person?
cease to amaze me. Or you're just mocking me. Sorry. I understand you have amnesia, so I won't get mad at you.
Okay, so I'm not asking because I have the amnesia. I'm asking because your hands look like demon hands. They look like they're just gonna reach over and rip my throat out. Strange lady gaslighting me and forcing me to have drugs this stream feels targeted towards me. Also more like honey pussy. Are you real? You're in my computer. You are correct. I am not real. I am not real. I am fake. She speaks like a PR person, very calculated too. Yeah, she does.
Yes, I'm real. Otherwise, how could I have made you a piece of toast with egg?
Maybe I did that, and I forgot I did that, actually. I do have amnesia.
I don't know what else to say in response.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm not real, guys. I'm just a figment of your imagination.
Your graceful attempts to ask questions have ended. Now, we need to look around the room.
We do? Maybe she's pulling a Tyler Durden. She could. She could be. Oh, I can actually, like, click and stuff. Okay. I thought this was, like, purely VN.
This is a poster of a rock band you liked as a child. You know, you used to buy these posters and stick them up, but later on you thought it was a bad decision. At least this poster still.
How do you know my specific thought process behind why I stopped doing things? That is extremely suspicious. Excuse me? How do you know that that was what I thought about it?
I think removing the poster is not a good idea. It would take off the wallpaper as well, ruining the look of
This
your
is really suspicious. She's fucking with me hard. If Yudi isn't real, explain why she has a body pillow. We forgot to take her. Yeah, you guys forgot to take your meds. That's what happened. Sorry for late response. Work be stressful right now. No problem. Like, ever. Just do what you need to do. I don't require anyone's undivided attention. Does she have a body pillow? I could have sworn the last model did, but I never got it. There's a design. There's a design, but we never, like, manufactured it. You must be real. My imagination cannot generate something so cute. 10 out of 10 or is 10 out of 10. I can't see anything in my imagination, so Yudi is definitely real. Sorry. Well, fuck. Don't spoil it. We were having fun. We were having fun pretending I'm fake.
You can continue looking around the room.
Can I choose not to?
This is the plant your mom gave you for your birthday.
Okay.
It's surprising it's still alive after so long.
How many birthdays?
Just kidding. It's really because you've always taken such good care of it. Good job.
I don't know if I believe that.
With your health troubles, it's your mom who's been
Oh,
looking
okay.
after
That
it
makes more
mostly.
sense.
I should start by saying that all information I'll share comes from your mother.
I don't believe my mother knows all of these things, actually. You can't fool me. Sorry, Yudi can't be real because... I don't know about that one. Chat, is she real or not? I don't know anymore. No, I'm not real. I'm fake. Shake my head, woman. Don't roast our caretaking skills. Yeah, don't.
This is your laptop. You enjoyed listening to audiobooks and playing games. You also use the laptop for your studies.
I don't
You've
study.
made friends online
She's
to play
lying.
games with.
Okay, that one might be true.
This laptop is like an extension of you. You practically
Shit.
spent all
Okay,
your
maybe
time on it.
she's legit.
As soon as you left school, you initially spent a lot of time on your laptop.
Where's my homework folder? Well, she didn't say it was for school, so I'm sure there's a few homework folders. Yudi is real. Her real name is Two Girls Kissing. Look her up, girl. So true, Andrew. So true. Literally me.
Apparently, you were attempting to isolate yourself from reality and its consequences. But soon after, you grew tired of it and stopped playing video games. I'm not sure if it was a good or bad decision, but it definitely changed your life a bit. By the way, you
Well,
can
thanks
look
for the
into your
commentary.
laptop and see what's there. Want to check?
Sure, let's see what awful things I have
Take
there.
a seat in the chair, and you can take a look.
Okay, well that's pretty spooky, not gonna lie. It's like some fucking Jack the Killer shit. Did I really set this horrific picture as my wallpaper? It looks a bit scary. But there are also some files on it. They don't have names, but I should hover over them and then click on the ones that interest me. All of them. All of them. She's crazy and addicted to knives. Who isn't? It looks like some social network is there. There was no internet on the laptop, so I cannot search for anything. But in the social network, I have only one chat with one person named Io. I started reading our messages. Io, why are you treating me like this? I just don't want to have anything to do with you. But why? What did I do wrong? Tell me. I will correct it. You were too pushy towards me. Even now, you're willing to embarrass yourself just to talk to me. That's low. You should value yourself more. But you're my only real friend. I'm sorry. Don't apologize. I'm the one who should be apologizing. So please, forgive me. I hope you find a better friend than me. Why does everything have to be so complicated? How can I fully understand you? Why are human emotions and feelings so complex? I don't understand. I just want to be friends with you, like before. We were never friends. I just talked to you out of pity and used you. I'm a terrible person. You just dreamed of a friend to walk with, play with, and share jokes with. That's your ideal, right? And you projected it onto me. But I don't really want to talk to you. I'm not really interested in everything you send or share. I'm not even interested in how you're doing. I ask out of politeness, although I don't even remember the last time I did that. I've been silent about this for so many years, and finally, I could speak out. This feeling is priceless. I'm just as insecure as you, which is why I couldn't tell you all this right away. It's a pity I'm saying this so late, but it's better late than never. You would continue to live in a lie, and in a colorful world where I'm your best friend, where internet friends will definitely meet, and where everyone cares about each other. What kind of magical world is that? You know what else? Your childish behavior really annoys me. You often get upset when I ignore you. Don't you understand that sometimes people find it hard to gather their thoughts and respond? You acted like a child, as if everyone owed you something. No, they don't. You owe it to yourself. You need to be your own friend. No one else will help you grow up and stop being such a selfish child. That's why you're better off without me. This is my last message, after which I'm deleting my account. Goodbye. Sorry. Well, that's a little depressing. What the fuck? As soon as she said something about not being real, my phone died, and it was far away, so all I hear was not real or whatever, and the audio cut, so that does sound horrifying. Yeah, no internet is a red flag. Masako almost escaped the Matrix. Oh my god, all the Matrix references. Masako, stay. If you leave, they will turn off the simulation. Oh no. But the non-simulation world might have Godzilla. Round one. Okay. This is a weird ass game. No. I don't think I will. In New Arcadia, a vast city, there was a unique job held by a man named Icarus Finch. He was known as the architect of memories, crafting and molding memories into real-like experiences for people seeking more than their everyday life. Icarus' small studio, high in an old building, was filled with jars of shimmering essence, echoes of laughter, sorrow, and joy. Many visited him, each longing for memories they missed or never had. One rainy night, a ballet dancer named Ilara came to Icarus. Her life was a series of rehearsals and brief shows, her movements a display of disciplined grace. But her eyes held uncried tears. She wanted to remember something different, a deep, personal love, not the fleeting praise she was used to. Icarus, calm and thoughtful, agreed to help, but warned her. He said that sometimes our hearts want what only real life can give. Ilara, desperate, agreed. For days, Icarus worked hard. He created a memory of true love for Ilara, full of first glances, touches, and whispered words in the quiet night. He made a memory where Ilara danced not for an audience, but for someone who loved her deeply. When the time came, Ilara experienced this memory. She found herself on a starry balcony, dancing with a blurred figure, feeling a love that filled her. Lewd. She woke up joyful, thanking Icarus for letting her feel love. Icarus, a bit sad, told her this was just a shadow of real love. He knew that true love was something to be discovered and experienced, not made. Ilara left, her heart touched by this experience, but soon the memory faded. She realized that real love couldn't be made or remembered. It had to be found and nurtured. So, Ilara changed her routine life. She explored New Arcadia, making real connections and finding joy in simple moments. And then, in a quiet cafe, she met someone. This time, the spark between them was real, starting a flame no crafted memory could match. Icarus stayed in his studio, creating dreams. He knew some things, like love, were too wild and real for even him to make. They belonged to life, waiting for those brave enough to seek them. Cool story, bro. I mean, it was a sweet story, I guess. And it's... I feel like that could be relevant to VTubers, but I'll let you fill in the blanks. We all exist because Masako got amnesia. Duck Hunt? Kind of like Duck Hunt. Hey baby, I got amnesia and don't know what a date is like. Oh, that's a good one. A date is a system of scheduling a time and replace it or events. So true. Hello Animaniac, how are you doing today? Your voice makes this sound so emotional. I'm trying my best. Sometimes I'm not really sure what tone I should be reading this with, but I'm trying. I'll be back in 48 minutes. Alright, thank you for stopping by, Chair. See you soon. I'm not parasocial, what do you mean? Actually, he doesn't look like Jeff the Killer. He looks like one of the ripoff ones. Masky, I think. I don't know who Masky is, but he kind of looks like Jeff the Killer. Hello, I am Sleep. How are you? You are Sleep? Oh my god, it's an honor to meet you, Sleep. I'm doing good, thank you for asking. The proper tone is an excited southern drawl. Well, if you insist, I suppose. No, just kidding, I'm sorry, that's fucked up. Pretend I said nothing. Yes, I am Sleep. Me too. Me too. In the future, cities float in the sky, and people can reach the stars. There was a robot named Alos, the last of his kind. He was special because he could understand and show human feelings, made to connect people and machines. Alos lived in a big, empty city that people had left to live among the stars. He walked around the tall buildings and quiet streets, remembering the humans who created him. He's kind of cute. He has a cute design. He saw their happy and sad times in his memories. Alos often wondered if he could really feel things, or if he was just copying what he saw. One day, as the sun was setting, Alos found an old teddy bear. It was old and worn out, but Alos liked it a lot. He called it Tim, and always took it with him, like a friend. Years passed, and Alo started to break down. He moved slowly and didn't work as well, but he kept hoping people would come back. One night, Alo stopped working near a fountain under the stars. He understood something important. Feelings connect everyone, whether they are real or not, and they are a part of everything. Holding Tim, Alo stopped working with a peaceful smile. He wasn't sure if his feelings were real, but he felt calm and connected to the humans he never met, but knew from memories. The city stayed quiet, a reminder of the past, but Alo's story stayed, showing how everyone looks for connections and tries to understand feelings. He died. That's kind of sad. That's kind of sad. I don't think I'm capable of being parasocial and mentally ill in the opposite direction. You know what? That's fair. That is valid and fair. I'm also getting Clanad robot. You know what? Is it Clanad? Clanad? I don't think I've heard anyone ever say it out loud. Wally? Totally Wally. He was Chat GPT. In a big city, there was a small old bookstore hidden between huge buildings. This was Julian's special place. He loved books, and he looked after the bookstore. He had lots of stories to tell, but his own story hadn't happened yet. Then, one rainy Tuesday, everything changed. A girl named Amelia came into the store. She had eyes like the storm outside and a mysterious smile. She wanted a book from the top shelf, a book Julian didn't even know existed. When he got the book for her, their hands touched for a second, and it felt like a new story was starting. As Amelia kept visiting the bookstore, she and Julian got closer. They talked quietly among the old books, laughed together, and shared secrets. Julian started to fall in love with her. But Amelia always seemed a bit sad. Julian could see it in her smile and her eyes. He didn't ask why, because he didn't want to ruin what they had. One day, as the sun was setting, Amelia looked really sad. She told Julian something hard to hear. "I'm sick," she said. "And there's no cure. I came here to get away from it all, to be in stories where everything ends happily and love lasts forever." After that, everything changed. Time, which once made their love grow, now felt like it was running out. Julian wanted to make every moment count. They spent all their time together, making their love story stronger, even though they knew it would have to end. One cold day, when the leaves were gone, Amelia passed away. Julian was with her, holding her hand. The room was very quiet, like when you finish a really good book. I don't know how I feel about that analogy. After Amelia was gone, the bookstore felt different to Julian. It was full of memories of her. He kept looking after the books, but he was never the same. The top shelf, where Amelia's book was, got dusty. It was like a reminder of the girl who had changed his life. Now, in the quiet corners of the bookstore, if you listen carefully, it feels like their love story is still there. Julian talks to Amelia's memory, telling her stories. Their love lives on in the quiet moments in the bookstore.
Well, do you have some questions about your laptop?
Many questions, like what the fuck is with my desktop wallpaper? I don't think there's a right way to say Clannad, so you're fine? Okay. This type of game reminds me of Death Palette. Anyone heard of it? Death Palette. No, I haven't. Oh. What's it about? What's it about? Tell me more. Those stories. I wrote them?
Yes, you really did. As you can see, not every story has a happy ending. But you're always trying to make stories with happy endings, like those in movies.
I'm not sure any of those had a particularly happy ending, but...
I think the story with the ballet dancer shouldn't have ended like that. That ending was so stupid. Like, what? Why? The story could have ended when Alara realizes the memories are fading, and she's not happy anymore. The part about her finding a new love interest is so far-fetched.
I wouldn't say it's far-fetched. I think you can walk away and meet someone relatively quickly. Especially if she was intentionally going out of her way to look for someone. I don't think that's far-fetched at all. Did any have a happy ending?
The other stories?
The ballet dancer, but only that
really
one, I
enjoyed
think.
them. You're a good writer, I think.
So the only story, or no, the two stories she liked are the ones where people died. Good to know. That's not a red flag at all.
Oh, no. I just confessed to looking at your laptop.
So I'm pretty
Sorry.
sure that our character is actually also a girl. Yeah, that's her trying to make happy endings. Yeah, I wouldn't really say they were all that happy.
I didn't mean to. I'm just a bit tired from work, and when you sleep, I read those stories. Or I go to internet forums. They're funny, I think. Sorry.
You just reread the few stories I wrote. I think you need help.
Since you don't have much information.
Hi, Pasta
on your
Boy. How are you
laptop
doing
anyway,
today?
It's not a problem at all. You can continue looking around the room.
I'm concerned. I am very concerned. Oh, is it? Okay, there's two left.
Another poster, but this one you bought when you were a bit older.
How much older?
You were a fan of anime, it seems. But since you were a child, you mostly watched romance.
Yeah, I don't think this is a self-insert VN. Although I know the amnesia kind of makes it seem like it would be, but I don't think it is in this case. I think the story or the plot is probably centered around whatever happened before with this character. Maybe. We'll see. We'll see.
I understand you. I was the same. Only later do you realize that such things don't happen in your life. Or do they? Maybe it just hasn't happened to you yet. Don't lose hope. Anything can happen in the future, right?
Yep,
But
like getting hit by a bus.
that's not really important. Later, you regretted buying the poster, but you can't take it down because it would ruin the wallpapers.
Man, this game is definitely translated
This
from
is
another
the
language,
coziest
huh?
place on the planet. Oh god, if it were up to me, I would sleep in bed all my life. I know it's not much different from death, but I love dreaming, so death is not an option. But who knows? Maybe we really do dream after we die. Think about it. But let's not talk about me, right? It's about you.
This is the coziest place on the planet. So true. I feel like even if you got amnesia, you'd probably notice if a girl had a creepy Death Knight arm. Yeah! Yeah, her arms are really creepy. Her arm only has 4 fingers. I think the thumb is probably around the back of her arm. But the hands do look very sus. They look like demon arms.
This is the bed you sleep in. Usually, you just lie there and stare
So
at
you
the
just
ceiling.
stand there and watch me staring at the ceiling? Sus.
As a child, it seemed you had fun glow-in-the-dark stickers that you would gaze at for a long time when you couldn't sleep.
How much did my mom fucking tell you that you can just describe this shit offhand?
This is your diary, the most important thing you have, and reading it might take some time. But since you've clicked on it, you definitely need
Clicked
to
on
read
it. That's the fourth wall break.
It won't disturb you during
Sus.
this time. Read at your own pace. If you want to share your emotions after reading, I'll be glad to listen.
saw Miranda sit down on a chair next to my table and close her eyes. Apparently, with such a job, she gets very little sleep. I carefully picked up the diary and sat on the bed. It looked like a regular book. It didn't have all that many pages, but the book still seemed thick. Perhaps because I had read it so many times, the book had become slightly misshapen, adding to its thickness. I know someone else who's sick. I don't know what awaits inside, and the atmosphere starts to get tense. So character traits. Watches me sleep, drugs me, gaslights me, stalks my information on my PC, wants to instantly make me learn how I should be the instant I recover from amnesia. I've never been one for Yeah, she seems a little sus. Alright, she seems a little sus. Overcoming my anxiety, I finally open the diary's first page and begin to read. I can't fix her. 22, August 22nd, 2017. Night night, have a good stream. Good night, Pasta Boy. Thank you for stopping by. If the rest of, well, I hope you sleep well. There we go. Hello. I decided to start a diary because Ria told me it helps understand oneself and improves relationships with others. Basically, she seemed to be promoting it to me. So, I bought a notebook and will try to write down everything happening in my life. Hello Ryan, how are you doing today? Honestly, I don't think this will last long since I'm not a very consistent person. I can't do the same thing every day, but we'll see. Maybe it'll work out. It's hard for me to write. I don't even know what to write about. What did I do today? Went to school, talked with friends, came home, did my homework, and now I'm just sitting at home. I'm doing amazing today. What about you? I'm doing good. Thank you for asking. I'm glad you're doing amazing. My mom's not home, as usual, and I have nothing to do. Well, technically, I have a lot I could do, like self-improve, prepare more for my lessons, play computer games, but I prefer to lie on the bed and stare at the ceiling. I don't know if everyone is as lazy as me, or whatever it's called, procrastination, I think. Not sure about the spelling. When you can become anyone in this world, work hard, live your passion, but you choose to just lie on the bed, I think in the future I will read my diary and not understand it, maybe even blame myself for something. But I'm tired. Yes, I have many friends at school. I get good grades, and I even hang out with friends outside. I always smile and joke around with them, trying to stay positive. Yet, when I come home, I feel sad and lonely. And nothing seems to help. Not video games, not studying, not even food. Maybe I'm just not in the mood. Honestly, thank you, diary. I feel like I vented to someone, like crying on a shoulder. I feel a bit better. But not getting an answer back is hard. It's like talking to a wall. Maybe I don't need a reply. Your purpose might be to be there for anyone who wants to share something privately but is afraid to. Anyway, I'll go now. September 4th, 2017. Damn, I know this isn't a self-insert VM, but are we sure this isn't literally me? This sounds so much like a self-insert VM. It's not. I'm pretty sure the protagonist is a character with their own name and backstory. I mean, we'll see. We'll see, though. I have to read a whole book for homework? That sounds awful. 2017, that's a lifetime away. Yeah, it kind of is. Kind of is. Hello again, diary. It's been 2 days since school started. These days are normal. Ria and I sat together, joked during breaks, and had lunch together. Today, I brought her the cookies I baked from home, and she shared a tasty salad with me. She loved the cookies. Ria is genuinely a kind person. We have a lot in common, but she's not into video games. She prefers studying, and she's really dedicated. I don't have that drive, even though I get the same grades as her. I feel like school just prepares us to be perfect workers. It's like, do this, do that, don't question things, or else you'll get the lowest mark. Or in a job setting, you might get fired. September 13th, 2017. 2017 is how many years old Yuri is? That's offensive. That's offensive. This is legitimately just me in high school, what the fuck, yeah. Man, I kind of miss 2017 because everyone was so nice that year. I don't remember shit that happened that year, that was so long ago. Hello, diary. Recently, our class was asked to write an essay about friendship. I spent a long time thinking about what to write. I have many friends, but what does this essay really want from me? Should I worry more about what the teacher thinks rather than what I truly feel? It's so absurd. At first, I wrote an essay expressing my real opinion that friends are just a way to avoid feeling lonely. After rereading it, I realized the teacher wouldn't like it. I tried to write something that would get me a good grade, but the problem was I sat with that paper for over an hour and couldn't think of anything. I decided not to submit the essay and got the lowest mark. I chose not to tell my mom about it, and she doesn't seem to care much about me anyway. If I had submitted the essay with my honest feelings, they might have sent me to a psychiatrist or even suspended me from school. That's life. October 18th, 2017. Hello again. Sorry for not writing for so long. Nothing new happened. As usual, I hung out with Rhea, played video games, slept, and of course, went to school. But something happened recently that threw me off. As I mentioned, I have many friends, including guys, and mostly played video games with them. And recently, one of the guys confessed his feelings to me. Diary, you can't imagine my surprise. I mean, I've seen some girls flirting with guys and vice versa, but I always set boundaries, and no one ever flirted with me. I never cared about such things, and never even thought about it. But for the first time in my life, someone confessed to me. He just said it, honestly and openly, feeling it wasn't fair to keep it a secret from me, and wanted an honest answer. I don't know how to respond to him because I don't feel that strong love described in movies or books. Still, I'm really flustered by all of this. I'm even embarrassed to write to you about it because I'm usually so down when I talk to you. But now I'm smiling as I write this. It feels so unusual. When I was in middle school one day in one class, and only for our grade and never again to anyone else, we had a daters ed course, and they told us to do pickup lines and shit. That sounds fucking weird. It's only semi-related, but I needed someone other than me. No, that's weird. I respect that though. Is this a game or like only an animated story? It's a game. It's a visual novel, but it also has some point and click gameplay and stuff like that. I used to think about such things, but then I just decided to write what only I wanted and got low grade. Oof. One can make an entire movie from this game? Yeah, probably. November 2nd, 2017. Hello again. I remember the last time I wrote about the guy who confessed to me. Well, we're seeing each other now. It's not like we're officially together and act like a couple. We're just hanging out and getting to know each other. Throughout this time, I realized I like him. I'm now really worried about what will happen next, since he hasn't asked about my feelings yet. But if he does, I'll be so embarrassed. All of this is overwhelming me. Lately, I seem happier and even started turning down Ria's offers to hang out. She's quite puzzled because I haven't told her who I've been spending time with, but I think she suspects I have a boyfriend. She even started teasing me about it. To be honest, I'm a bit scared. Soon, we'll be applying to colleges, choosing our dream professions, or staying in school for 2 more years. I don't think I'm very sure about what I want to do, so I'll stay in school for another 2 years. Thoughts of the future upset me. I don't want to think about it. I've got a strange feeling that something's wrong with me. I love to draw, especially different creatures. For instance, I recently drew a chubby black cat during class. My imagination can run wild sometimes. But in class, believe it or not, I thought I saw that exact cat I drew walk into our room, looking so real. I instantly knew it wasn't real and laughed it off, blaming it on being tired from school. But deep down, I'm worried and scared. I know mental health issues can be inherited. I had a grandfather who took his own life. My mom often spoke of him, remembering him as a great man, and cried for him. She said he lost his mind after my grandmother's death. I'll never meet him, though I wish I could have talked to him. It's a pity. I don't romanticize mental disorders like movies do. I don't think it's normal and should be treated. Otherwise, people could completely lose their minds. Anyway, that's the weird situation I experienced. Hello Yuri, how are you doing today? Your voice is so calm, for real, thank you. Your voice sounds perfect to be the story narrator, thank you. There was music, but it was very low. Also, I'm going to BRB real quickly again because I need to use the washroom and get some more water. Reading all of this is doing a number on my throat. Be right back. Urinate break, chat, go drink water. Yeah, chat, go drink water. Quick while she's gone, what are you guys' favorite animals? Is it hot around, guys? Don't say fox to suck up either. Favorite animals, cat. Dogs and cats. Changes a lot, but probably Argonaut, octopus, or velvet worms. Second favorite, squirrel. They're just little weirdos and I love them. About fave color. Mine changes, but it's always aquatic. Yellow egg. What's a yellow eggplant? Yellow eggplants. What was the thought process here? We went from colors to eggplant. Are you saying eggplant is your favorite color? Just realized I'm like 5 minutes behind. Oof. Narrator still on his back. Yes. Did you flash us or was that her nun's habit? It was probably her nun's habit. Eggplant is my favorite color. Okay. The color eggplants, yes. Okay. Alright. November 21st, 2017. Hello, diary. Life goes on as usual, but I want to vent. Maybe even cry a little. I think something terrible is happening to me, and I'm too scared to tell my mom, even though I know I should. I don't want to become like some movie psychopath or schizophrenic. I hate the idea. Only fools romanticize that, as these are scary diseases, and people do horrible things when they suffer from them. Okay, we'll say that's not necessarily true. I don't know if they were just writing that from the point of view of the character, if that's what the writer genuinely believed, but if you're sick, you don't automatically do bad things, okay? But it's just a game. Don't need to take it seriously, but I also don't want anyone to think that I believe that, because I don't. Alright. I recently read a story about a woman who killed her own kids overnight because she was schizophrenic. From what I understand about this illness, you see creatures or places that aren't real, just in your mind. That's been my feeling lately. I don't think that's really how I've heard it described, but maybe they're going for like a fictional version of schizophrenia? I don't know. Ohayo, o genki desu ka? So, character's pessimistic, so she just said that. Yeah, it's kind of what I'm feeling. I think she's the character is just a bit uneducated maybe, and scared, and paranoid. It's too late, Yuri, I'm gonna invade Canada now that I'm depressed. Oh shit. Well, it's okay, I'm not in Canada anymore, so I don't care. I've started seeing weird creatures, especially when I'm bored. Like during classes, I see them often, and it's hard to get rid of them unless I distract myself. I know I should tell my mom, but I'm terrified of being diagnosed or accepting that I might never be able to live normally in society. That would be like death to me, since I'd no longer be ordinary. I'm still thinking about it, but I'll write more if there are any updates. December 17th, 2017. I did it. I told my mom today. It was hard, and seeing her reaction was painful. The look in her eyes and her expression said it all. She might see me as a monster. Or maybe she doesn't believe me and thinks it's just a teenage prank. I don't know. It took a lot of time and effort to get it out and find the right moments. I don't know what to do next. This is the first page I've cried on. Sorry. It's just very hard for me. I want to tell others, but people might avoid me. No one wants to be around someone like me. I'm sure of it. I might go mad and hurt them or myself. Who knows what other horrible things might happen. So, I'll keep quiet until the end. For now, my mom and I have scheduled an appointment with a psychiatrist she knows. I don't know my diagnosis yet. I'm just fearing the worst. Life's been tough, especially when things are finally starting to get better. I'm in a relationship with a boy. My relationships with my friends are better than ever, and my school grades are good. Okay, diary. I'll write when I have the strength. Goodbye. How's life going? Like me? My life is going good, thank you for asking. What are the odds that she doesn't actually have amnesia, but she was just self-hypnotized to believe she was amnesiac? Could be, could be. It's not traditional schizophrenia, but it's not impossible to have characters, probably. Unlikely, but hallucinations could be that. It's definitely an inaccurate stereotype. I'm just being devil's advocate. Yeah. I just know generally kind of like the description of how most people have it, and it just doesn't really match with that, so that's all I was commenting on. I feel like my theories too, it could be. Yudi, you kind of sound like an American. That's because I am from North America. Yudi is Canadian though. December 26th, 2017. Is my accent confusing? Schizophrenia. It's hereditary. I got it from my grandfather. I've been removed from school, but my mom arranged for me to be treated at home because the quality of the mental institutions is terrible. I didn't say goodbye to Ria. It was too hard. They'll probably tell her I transferred schools and moved away. I haven't talked to my boyfriend since my last diary entry. In fact, I've been ignoring him. I know I'm being horrible to them, but maybe it's better they never knew me. It hurts me to do this. I cry every night. Sometimes we need to be cruel so people can get disappointed, move on, and forget about us. I'm hurting them and myself, but their pain will pass. They'll move on, find someone else, and I want to believe they'll be okay. Things will never be okay for me again, not because of my mood, but because of the illness. No one knows how to cure it, and no pills will help. The hallucinations become more and more real, scarier and scarier, and there will be more of them. I don't want to think about it. It's too terrifying. Since I left school, I'll have to study at home and focus on self-education. Starting the new year, my life will change entirely. Canada is real? Yeah. Or is it? Yudi doesn't live in America, she's from Venus. That's the girl symbol, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah, I live on Venus. Hello, Bopo, how are you doing today? This game reminds me of that one chapter in Dress Up Darling. What chapter was that? This character, I remember doing shit like this as a dumb teenager. I feel called out. Oof. The worst part about schizophrenia is that at one point you can't differentiate reality and delusion. Yeah, that sounds very difficult. I read that as up my dress and I was so confused. December 30th, 2017. New Year's is coming soon, but unsurprisingly, I'm not in the mood. I think I made the right decision by distancing myself from everyone. Take my boyfriend, for instance. Our relationship never would have worked out. It's not because I'm bad or can't act normally. I'm not crazy. But relationships have goals, like starting a family. I look ahead, and I don't want my children to experience what I'm going through now. It's better for both Ria and him to move on in life. I'm getting incredibly bored these days since I'm not attending school, so I entertain myself by imagining various creatures. Of course, I could play video games all day, but I'm tired of that. When you're free to do anything, it's hard to enjoy things that you once found pleasant after some time. January 19th, 2018. The new year has already passed. Mom and I celebrated it together. Dad didn't even call, let alone visit. Honestly speaking, I'm not that mad at Dad, but my mom is very angry with him and doesn't want to see him. He found a new family and left us. It's not that he found a family, he just found some young girl, a student. I understand that my mom is very disgusted by this, and that he left us for his own pleasure, but I think she needs to move on in life. That's kind of a surprising take on that. Okay. By that, I mean finds a new man who will love her and move on. The only problem is my presence. I completely ruined that possibility. Yet my mom loves me very much, despite this, and works hard for my sake. But what's the point of all this, when I don't have a future? Had some work come in, so gotta bounce. See you guys later. Thank you for stopping by again. I hope the rest of your day is wonderful. That's why I think it would have been better if I didn't exist. January 24th, 2018. I don't want to write this hello diary anymore because I see no point. Honestly, I see no point in writing here either. I feel so bad that the only thing I can do is draw to distract myself from everything. The hallucinations are getting scarier, but I'm getting used to them. Sometimes I hear voices, but they're more like noise. My psychiatrist prescribed me antidepressants and antipsychotics, but she noted that they might have side effects. On top of that, I can't sleep at night, so I've also been prescribed some sleeping pills. But one sleeping pill usually doesn't help, so I take 2. And now it seems I consume these damned pills instead of food, which aren't helping. I mean, they cost a lot of money, and my mom stays late at work more often. She changed shifts, and I barely see her now. I feel terrible because I fear that these voices will become more than just noise, and I'll start listening to them. I don't want that. I don't want anything. My god, this is so interesting. My sleep is entirely gone. Horizon. I'm sorry for interrupting your sleep with my stream, my stream game. And remember, if the game interests you, perhaps consider giving it a purchase on Steam, because it's a small developer and I'm sure that would mean a lot to them. I'm also not sure I'm actually going to finish a full playthrough on stream. My phone's probably going to need to be charged soon, so we'll have to stop it relatively soon. We might finish one playthrough in a second stream at some point. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. January 29th, 2018. Well, hello diary. Yes, I wrote earlier that I wouldn't write like this, but who cares? I drew some works and will paste them into you now. I hope you like it. Okay, that's not too weird. Stay positive, so true. Looks familiar. Wait, is this Morena? It looks a lot like her. Was I familiar with her before? Why didn't she tell me about it? Or even then, was she with me because my mom couldn't be? But why didn't I write about this event in the diary? I looked in her direction. She was still asleep, right where she was. I need to ask her about it after I finish reading everything. I opened the diary again and continued reading. February 10th, 2018. Today, I had a fight with my mom. She called me a mistake, said I do nothing, and that I'm a burden, and called me stupid. There was an achievement that called me stupid earlier. That was mean. That was mean. I understand she said it out of emotion, but she was telling the truth, and only the truth. I have no friends, no job prospects with such a diagnosis, and all I do is take pills that cost an incredible amount of money and don't even help. I can't even talk to anyone. I can't tell strangers on the internet about my diagnosis. It would look like I want pity. I just want to confide in someone, cry on someone's shoulder. But what's the point? If I cry, will everything suddenly become good? No. Nothing can help me now, and I need to accept that. At least Ria was right to suggest I keep a diary. Thank you, Ria. Without the diary, I would have killed myself a long time ago. Damn, her mental health just keeps degrading indefinitely, doesn't it? Yeah, it sounds like it's getting worse because she's self-isolating. She's just completely isolated. Doesn't even really talk to her mom anymore. March 23rd, 2018. That's actually getting pretty close to 3 more days, and it's gonna line up with the day I'm streaming this. That's gonna be weird. Well, not the year, but hello and goodbye at the same time, diary. I decided today to overdose on all the pills prescribed to me. I see no point in living and trying. I don't want any of this. Fear gripped me, and I felt goosebumps. On this exact date, I decided to end my life. I fully understand my actions. Even now, it's hard to imagine what I've been through. These hallucinations probably pushed me to the decision. No matter how hard I try, there's no helping me. Hello, Furon. How are you doing today? Not in any way. Okay, that should not be the main focus right now. What's important to me now is to find out who she really is, and how her drawing could have been in my diary. I closed the diary and approached Marana. Wake up! Oh, it's not. Okay. She ignores me and doesn't wake up. I feel goosebumps again. I couldn't breathe. I'm really scared to touch her. I don't know. I'm very afraid. I can't see her face while she's sleeping. It's covered by her hair. But I have no other choice. I gather courage and touch her. She quickly grabs my hand with her terrifying black hands. You only just now noticed that? You only just now noticed that she has like the demon arms? That's concerning, my friend. I still couldn't see her face. I tried hard to break free from her grasp, but the attempts were unsuccessful. Visions started in my eyes. I began to see weird monsters laughing at me. Their voices echo loudly in my head, and I can't say anything. Marana starts squeezing my hand tighter.
Oh my god, how can someone be so stupid? I just can't anymore. Where is your intelligence? How can someone be like that? Haven't you tried thinking?
No. Excuse me, ma'am. I have a quarter of a brain cell, not a full brain. She's too cute. Don't mind the demon arm. That's valid. The demon arm makes her cuter. Y'all are just cowards. That's also true. Monster under my bed. Don't let your feet hang over the end of the bed.
I am not real, and even a fool would understand that, right?
Obviously.
Even someone who hit their head 100 times could figure that out. But the nonsense in the diary that you made up, do you really believe all that? I understand it's a very sad story, but even this sad story is made up by you.
Is it?
Why invent such a tragic story for yourself? For a friend and a boyfriend? You hate the truth, don't you? Well, think about it again. Truth is, you never had any friends. You didn't have a Ria or a boyfriend either. You made them up. Just like you made me up.
Is that true?
Practically
I don't know if
everything
that's
you wrote
true.
in the diary is not true, but fiction. Think about it again. You write in your diary about how your boyfriend and your friend ignored the fact that you suddenly disappeared. What nonsense is that? Think if you really had friends and a boyfriend, they wouldn't know where you live.
Unless they started, like, dating each other or something fucked up like that.
That sounds illogical. Very illogical. Damn it, illogical. Do you really think they wouldn't visit you if you suddenly disappeared?
It could happen, actually.
Something like, oh, my best friend disappeared without telling me anything, and I'll just do absolutely nothing. Or, yes, I love her, but she disappeared and I'll just accept it. That sounds stupid. Don't tell me you actually believe they would continue their lives with your disappearance. Even considering that you're in school and you are practically children who can't do anything in this situation, your friends or your boyfriend wouldn't abandon you. They would try to find you. Something might have happened to you. Do you understand what I mean? But unfortunately, all of this is just your imagination. No one is going to look for you. In reality, you're just a lonely girl with schizophrenia and a bunch of psychological disorders who doesn't leave her home.
So that part might be true. But I'm not sure about the rest of what she said. Is it weird if I like this demon arms girl more now? That's valid. Her mom could have stopped them, or she could have just not left her room. Yeah, there's also the fact that her laptop isn't connected to the internet. So she just seems very isolated.
You've had this illness since childhood. You didn't go to kindergarten or school because of it.
Thank you for stopping by, Ryan. See you again soon, or yeah, I don't know. We'll see how much longer I feel like going, because my throat's starting to get rough.
And your mom kept you at home.
Hope you have a great rest of your day.
Sunlight in your life. Not that it's her fault. She was scared to let you out among people because you always acted strangely, and other children always laughed at you and bullied you. Your father left your family not because of some student he found, but because of you. And you know it. It's all because of you.
Hello, Myung. How are you doing today? Please correct me on the pronunciation if it's incorrect.
You've gotten too caught up in your own play. I'm tired of being in it. I'm leaving.
That feel
Stay
when you
by
pissed off
yourself
your
and
delusion
enjoy
so
the
much, she's just
solitude,
like,
since
piece them out,
you
bitch.
love to suffer, right?
Marana got up and left, slamming the door loudly behind her. She appeared upset, even though she was also angry. I was somewhat confused by what she said. It didn't fully register in my mind. Should I go after her? Yeah, I'm kind of wondering that too. Suddenly, I spotted a strange creature on my bed, looking at me with its peculiar eyes.
Are you leaving already? Everyone leaves. I'm not surprised. You're not an exception. Fine, I release you. Go on. Just be careful, okay?
Okay. A strange yet unexpectedly charming monster. But I'm off to follow Marana. I'll return to this creature later. I see a corridor, a long corridor, and directly opposite my room, another room. It's wedged open with various linens. That's odd. But maybe Marana went in there. Wait, is that Yuri? I actually thought that was actually in game. Yeah, that was me. That one was me. That character was not voice acted. At some point. The only character I haven't voiced myself was Marana, because she actually is voiced. The rest is all me. At some point, I became fearless and pushed the door open. I don't think there are words that could describe what I felt at that moment. I was dumbfounded. The smell was revolting, and out of horror, I covered my face with my sweater. I don't understand. Who is this? What is this? Suddenly, I heard the sound of grinding teeth coming from behind me and sensed something approaching.
Why are you so afraid, darling? Can't even turn your head. Am I that terrifying to you? You're insulting me with this kind of behavior. If you don't turn around in 10 seconds, I will kill you. I am counting. 10, 9,
Spooky.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good girl. I thought that you were really stupid. But I see
No, I'm still
scars.
stupid, but thanks, sir. Thank you.
Well, well. Who do I see? A little girl, lost in her own mind. Did you get lost, dear? It must have been very scary to see what you saw. I understand you like no one else.
Okay, never trust anyone who's just like, I understand you more than anyone else or better than anyone. Never trust them. That's sus. That's sus. Sus, that's manipulative.
It's okay. Sooner or later, this was bound to happen.
But for real, I understand you guys better than anyone else. You can trust me. You can trust me. Just kidding.
What you see is your mother. Or rather, what's left of her. Ah, yes. Who did this to her, you ask?
Okay, so here's my theory. The kid's mother died, and she created like the delusion of Marana to help cope with it because she felt lonely or whatever, you know, and to give her a reason not to leave and see the corpse. You know what I mean? That's what I'm thinking. Chad, I understand you more than anyone else. Give me your wallet. So true, so true. Absolutely don't trust a head hanging from the ceiling. True. Yuri, you can't even keep a rice cooker alive for 6 months after just... It wasn't me! It wasn't me! Also, my new rice cooker should be in soon. I'm excited.
You did. You
Welcome
did
back,
this.
Ryan. The real question is, did she kill her mom? I don't know if she killed her mom or her mom just died or what. So, okay. It was just like the cheapest model of aroma rice cooker. So it comes with like a Teflon pot. And when I went to use it over the weekend, I took off the pot to put the rice in. And there was just a big ass scratch in the bottom of the Teflon pot. And I have no idea how it got there. So we have to throw the whole thing out. Cause you can't cook with like a scratch in your Teflon pot. It's gonna leach poison and shit into your food. Also, I would have just gotten like a replacement pot, but the pot was more expensive than just buying a new rice cooker.
Well, you just said something quite obvious. Indeed, I'm not real. But to you, I am real. I'm your consciousness that has taken this form. Believe it or not, I don't need your trust. It's worthless. You're a sick person who should kill yourself.
That's spicy, what the fuck?
It's all your
Okay, so this is like a manifestation of like her worst thoughts, is what I'm feeling.
Your fault that your mother has been decomposing for a week under her bed. If it weren't for you, she would be alive. And you, a criminal who deserves nothing but jail. But personally, I think it's better to kill yourself than to live a life like yours. Don't you think? Ah, wait. Your look. I know what it says. You don't just disbelieve me. You want to see evidence.
I mean, if you have evidence, then I guess so.
Well, you could
Okay.
have said so straight away.
Okay, chat is sussy for the giant floating demon head. Okay. You guys almost seem to like him more than you liked Morana.
I will gladly show and tell you everything in detail. In the smallest details.
How do you destroy a rice cooker in 6 months? I didn't want to. It was my baby. It was my baby.
It was a regular evening, and you had a fight with your mom. You had been arguing quite a bit lately, mostly about trivial things, and it no longer surprised you. You had gotten used to it. But at some point, your mom began to lose her mind with anger towards you. She got so angry, she started hurling terrible insults at you. She kept repeating one word. Wretch.
That's very old-fashioned of her, calling your child a wretch.
Perhaps she said more, but all you could hear was the echoing word. Wretch.
I feel like it would have been better if they said like bitch or something. Like if you call your child a bitch, yeah, that's pretty fucking awful.
Let's talk more about how exactly you killed her. You don't remember? No? Look, do you see the broken vase on the floor? With that vase still filled with flowers, you tried to kill her. She turned toward the window. Honestly, you hesitated at first.
1880s ass insult, so true.
And hearing her insult you, you seemed to get a
If my
taste
mom
for
called
it.
me a wretch, I'd probably just laugh. Yeah, me too.
I was telling you to do it at that moment. You know, had a bit of courage, since you were always too timid to take bold actions. And at one point, after mustering a great deal of courage, you took a last breath before... Boom! Your mom had no opportunity to grasp what happened. But you missed when you threw the vase. Like I said,
Of course we
you're
did.
not good at this. But wait, what happened next? Your mom looked at you, not fully comprehending what you just did. Scared, you ran to the kitchen.
Time for tea.
Or maybe you wanted to run away from home. I'm not sure. Your mom chased after you, not understanding what was happening. You're in the kitchen. Your mom's in the kitchen. But there's a difference. You're standing next to a branded, huge, sharpened knife, which you take in your hand, pointed at your mother. Your mother, naturally, is in total shock. She tells you, don't do anything stupid.
I appreciate that the voice is getting a little louder and louder.
Frightened voice. You, like a complete rag, start to cry.
Complete rag. It's very old-fashioned.
That's very much your style. But then you even surprised me. Suddenly, your expression turned hateful, and you stopped crying. Before that, your mom tried to say something, to apologize, but you didn't hear those words. Everything was like in a fog. And what do you think happened next?
I cut some chicken to make butter chicken.
I think you know and suspect what happened next. You plunge that huge knife into your mother's heart with momentum.
With momentum.
Blood under pressure from the heart can enter the bronchi and trachea, causing blood to be coughed up. This can occur if the injury creates a passage between the heart cavity and the large vessels of the bronchi. I'm mentioning this because after a few seconds of shock, your mother began to cough up blood and begged you for help.
Pressure cooker, the natural pressure cooker.
But you just watched it all happen.
Heartbreaking.
Emotionless. Moreover, as she pleaded with you to help, to come to your senses, you made it even worse. You began to finish her off with the knife. With
Ooh,
fierce
28 stab
hatred.
wounds, holy shit.
I counted 28 stab wounds. And you laughed. You laughed very hard. With difficulty, you dragged her body to a room. Later, you washed the blood off the floor As if nothing had happened, you propped a rag against the door to stop the smell of the corpse from spreading. Closed it
That's
and never
pretty
entered
gross.
again.
28 stab wounds. So that's kind of a thing. Not the specific number, but it's just it like true crime and stuff. If you're into that, then it's kind of like it doesn't take much to kill a person. So if you keep stabbing after they're already dead, it just that's how you know that a murder is personal. If there's a lot of stab wounds or like just a lot of wounds, you know, like a lot of stab wounds, then it makes it very obvious that the murder was personal, because the only reason you'd have to keep going is if you had some kind of like grudge or resentment against that person. So it just implies a lot of resentment.
You're probably in shock, aren't you?
Yeah, number of stabs shows how personal it is. So that means someone completed a revenge check. Yeah, it implies that there was a lot of resentment there. You're displaying rag-like behavior. Well, sorry. I don't know. I don't know where the truth lies. Am I really capable of such a thing? Or was it not me? And this isn't my house at all? It's all so strange. My head hurts. It hurts very badly. It's splitting. In the last seconds, I just saw darkness before my eyes and collapsed to the floor, hitting my head hard. Well, now we're calling people wrenches in chat. We've gone from wretch to wrench. Ragged wretch. I didn't wake up with the comfort of someone stroking my hair. In actuality, I woke up because of the terrible smell of the corpse lying next to me. I instinctively moved away from it, struggled to my feet, propped a towel against the door, and closed it. There were no more monsters, and that red one was also gone. I could consider myself safe, but what should I do next? Calling emergency services was risky, because even if I wasn't a murderer, I might still end up in jail. Should I check the medicine cabinet? Call someone? Or go to the kitchen? But for what reason? What else can I do? I honestly don't know. Ragged wretch, darn wrench, ranch. To use the rag to clean a wrench. Coincidence? Coincidence? Yeah, no, you're right. It's not a coincidence that you use a rag to clean a wrench, or at least you can. Alright, so we're gonna stop this stream here. If you guys were really enjoying it, we can do another stream. So if you really liked this, make sure to leave a message in my Discord server. Discord. In general, so that I know you really liked it and you want to see a second part. If not, then we'll just move on to the next game, and that's fine. But I thought this was fun and this was cute. So even if we don't continue it on stream, I will probably just continue it on my own time. Well, I hope you had fun. I'll be back again tomorrow at 8 a.m. 8 a.m. because it's a Honkai Star Rail patch day, and I gotta roll for my girl Acheron. And I'm streaming every weekday this week. The other times are also at 12:30 EST. Alright. If you're hungry, go get something to eat. If you're thirsty, go get something to drink. If you're tired, go get some fucking sleep, because I know it's late for some of you. And I'll see you again tomorrow, or the next day, or whenever you're able to tune in. Or maybe in the Discord. Goodbye. Thank you for stopping by.